Hello everyone, and welcome to Success Wisdom. In this video, we're going to talk about the 10 shocking habits of successful people. If you are new to this channel, do like and subscribe to the channel. These are the habits of successful individuals that may assist you in getting things started. They will assist you not only in starting, but also in reaching the top. You have a good probability of succeeding if you have at least 4 of them. In this video, we'll discuss the talents that every successful person should have learned as a child, as well as which ones are the most important and how to optimize them. Hello, and thank you for visiting Success Wisdom. The first habit is the capacity to make decisions. You have just 2 resources and the wall is fairly far away. Thus, you cannot afford to hurl 20 different things against the wall to determine which ones stay. Smart decision making is a skill that, like any other, can be acquired through practice. The most important aspects of your life are how you will support yourself, where you will live, and with whom you will spend your time. These are difficult, life-altering decisions that carry a great deal of emotional weight. They will be the most challenging decisions you have ever had to make, and you will have little to no preparation. Making as many reversible decisions as feasible may aid in the development of decision-making skills. Reversible decisions are ones that are either inexpensive or can be cancelled if necessary, and you should spend no more than 4 to 8 seconds on each. What are your supper plans for tonight? Where will you meet your friend? Which Airbnb type should you book? These are insignificant judgments with no influence on the bigger picture. Surely you have friends that spend an excessive amount of time choosing where to dine or what to wear. Adopt the habit of making fast and definite, low impact, and reversible decisions. This will help you make better decisions over time. And by the time a big problem comes up, you'll have hundreds of choices. The second habit is commitment, which consists of a pledge to one's future self to execute duties. It requires a long-term outlook and self-assurance. Without absolute commitment, you will perform carelessly and accomplish somewhat, but not really. When establishing a commitment, you tell yourself, I've decided to do this. Even if what you're doing is not in your best interest, I am convinced that you will complete it. Thirdly, to develop effective systems, you must first master the skill of deconstruction. This involves examining the final objective and dividing it into smaller parts. Our brains are designed for pattern recognition. You've dismantled and redone the process of tying your shoes so many times that it has become second nature to you. Deconstructing teaches you the appearance of the Lego components and how to rebuild them. Fourth on the list of habits is sales. Naturally, you should begin your sales training as soon as possible. Every interaction with the consumer is an opportunity to sell something. You're selling more than simply your products, you're selling yourself too. Your time, energy, and resources are all commodities in some form or another. Getting a handle on these as soon as possible is the key. The fifth habit is having a competitive advantage. The most difficult but also most important item on the list is determining your competitive advantage. How can you distinguish yourself from the crowd? What sets you apart? Being oneself provides the strongest competitive advantage. Nobody can compete with Jeff Bezos when it comes to becoming Jeff Bezos. So you really need to figure yourself out and then spend a lot of money on yourself. In this video, we've come to a midway point. If you like it, please like and subscribe. Let's go on to the next habit of successful people. The sixth habit is to have the courage to face your fears. In today's society, the word attitude is almost unheard of. Your parents and teachers have instilled in you a sense of caution in order to get you where you want to go. When we speak about bravery, we're referring to the capacity to accomplish something dangerous. Courage is shown by one's capacity to take a stand and make a choice. You can't be brave if you don't fear making a choice. The question is whether you'll take the jump or not. Even if you don't think you can succeed, will you give it your all? Bravery might be mistaken for naivete or a readiness to accept risks blindly. In actuality, this is not the case. You can only show your courage in the face of peril if you have prepared yourself to say, I trained for this. This is my chance to shine, and I want to take advantage of it. The seventh habit is resourcefulness. You can't wait for the weekend since your 9 to 5 is exhausting you so much that each new Monday saps your joy. You've got some ideas for side business, but you're not sure where to start. There isn't much time to do anything between work and sleep. You've started a few books, articles, and success wisdom videos, but you're still in the same place you were a year ago. Since your money and time are both constrained by your day job and the fact that you have to do everything yourself at first, learning how to stretch a dollar goes a long way. This is where the first useful skill is learned: finding creative ways to stretch a dollar. Being resourceful means being able to find quick and creative ways to solve problems. In the real world, this means how well you can use the limited resources you have. You may only have 3 to 4 hours of free time every day, a few dollars to spend each week, and a few people who can teach you things. But are you making the most of them? Being strong is the eighth habit. This is also one of the most important skills on the list, because most people think this is progress, but you know better. The problem is that you don't think you have enough strength to get past this point. This line is called, "Oh, what am I doing?" At this point, people worry and give up. You made a course, but people aren't buying it. You started a YouTube channel, but after 8 months, only 70 people have watched it. You made something happen. Being excellent at one thing is the ninth habit. Almost every successful person is bad at a lot of things, but they're world-class experts at one. People pay them to learn how they do what they do. Success wisdom doesn't even know how to do something well, let alone how to do anything. As a result, you have several options. You must realize that, given the right circumstances, no skills cannot be monetized in 2022. And this will continue to be the case in the future. Consider TikTok, for example. People are apparently becoming affluent while doing nothing of value. You may argue that they aren't contributing to society, but does it really matter? As long as you are doing your thing, you are not hurting anybody and are supporting yourself. If you follow your interests, you may be able to put them on your gravestone. And your friends may be embarrassed to see you dancing the TikTok dance. Those are just some of the reasons why many individuals are reluctant to do so. Our last habit is system development, which is a goal shared by both the wealthy and the poor. The rich have an excellent strategy for achieving their aim of failing. The stair system is the best way to get to the summit of a hill. Excellent procedures lead to the capacity of a business owner to work for the firm every day. There is always something that can be done to support the cause. If you don't know how to shoot, it's like trying to hit something in the dark and praying for the best. You'll never be able to tell whether or not your improvement is genuine. You can't tell whether you're on the right path since you can't measure anything. Even though you'll start off making nothing, you'll ultimately reach a point where your business is viable. The point at which an employee becomes an entrepreneur is when the side project he or she is working on earns the same amount of money as his or her full-time employment. Thank you for watching. I hope you have learned something from this video. If you like this video, do give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. Thank you and goodbye.